And so, ladies and gentlemen, your first bout of the evening. Our judges this evening, Mr. Dan Hall, Mr. Mark Lee, and Mr. Liam Camp. Our timekeeper this evening, Mrs. Kath Hall, and our referee in charge of the action when the bell rings, Mr. Mick Clement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is in the Bantamweight division of the FCC to be fought over three-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the cage tonight with a mixed martial arts record of 1 victory and no defeats. Representing Team Fulingzar Kazan, Callum Mullen. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, making his in-cage debut, representing Lion Paw MMA, Arkinsall. Again, our referee in charge of the action, Mr.
And welcome to this, the first contest at FCC 15. My name's Brad Wharton. I'll be calling the action alongside my broadcast partner, Josh Palmer. Josh, it's FCC 15 and we're about to get things underway in the Bantamweight division. Callum Mullen in the blue shorts, Cole Arkinstall in the white.
Big reach advantage for Callum Mullen here. Let's see if he puts it to use.
Nice spin there to start things off from Arkinstall.
Yeah, Arkinstall's been bouncing around his entire walkout down to the cage, clearly trying to make that fast footwork pay.
Both guys looking for some unorthodox striking to start things off here.
Oh, and you just saw that how hard it is for Arkinstall to just get up to the head of the taller man. I mean, he found the mark there, but he's really got to leap in and punch up just to find the target.
Nice right hand there by Arkinstall. Tries to pin his man against the cage.
Got double underhooks, drives a good knee up the middle, and see, being shorter, he can really get that forehead in. Start going up under the chin of Mullen. Down on the single now, tries to run the pipe, but needed to pull his man away from the cage a little bit more there.
Arkinsall right in his own corner, given instruction there by the Lion's Paw himself, Andy Devent. Devent recently cupping off a very big victory himself. I'm sure his students going to be looking to carry that momentum on here at FCC 15.
Back down on this single leg, really trying to drive in deep. He's got a good grip on the leg. I mean, the defense is good, the legs are wide, but they're not pinned against the cage. There's a lot of space behind them to go down and work those trips. Work those ankle picks. Right now he's just driving forward in the midsection. There you saw that left hand drop to the ankle briefly, but that's the kind of thing he's got to do if the feet aren't pinned up against the cage.
Mullen's tried that Kimura grip a couple of times just to try and bait his man. Hasn't worked thus far, and just doggedly chasing this takedown is Cole Arkinsall.
It's great takedown defense from Mullen, really sprawling out deep, and you saw getting his hips right heavy there. Half guard pulled by Arkinstall, is going to have to defend a bit of ground and pound now.
And let's see what Mullen can do here. His first real offensive position of the fight.
Arkinstall's hugging the body, he's trying to keep him close, stop him getting space to posture. Mullen perhaps looking to turn that knee and drive it into the hip. It's a good half guard pass there, but he's going to be constricted up against the cage here. Probably better just trying to posture his head up, sit down on that leg and throw some heavy punches.
Can't be much time left in the first round. Only 3 minutes here under the unified amateur rules.
Yeah, and this position is going to really sort of seal this round for Mullen. It was good defensive wrestling from him and then some time on top. I would like to see a bit more damage, but he's trying to progress, which is essentially the same thing.
And Josh, we talked about it before, those periods of control, so important in these three-minute round amateur contests.
Yeah, there's a promising start for Arkinstall. He overcame that reach advantage very quickly, drove forward with a good deal of pressure. He did land a couple of shots on the way in, but he just couldn't take Mullen down, and that sprawl came so heavy in the end.
Looked like he might potentially threaten with a Darce choke or an anaconda of some sort, but opted to stay heavy on top instead. So going to be an interesting one for our judges to score, Josh, as we head into round 2. Certainly everything to play for in this amateur bantamweight contest. Both men receiving final instructions from their corners. And a stacked night of action yet to come here at FCC 15. 2 amateur title fights, 2 professional title fights top our bill this evening. But right now in the cage, we'll get back to our opener. Amateur bantamweight action. Callum Mullen, Cole Arkinsall, round 2 about to get underway.
I feel like I've refereed Callum Mullen in some grappling competitions before, and if I remember correctly, you know, he does have a pretty tricky and diverse ground game, so perhaps taking this to the floor isn't going to serve Arkinstall as well as he thinks.
Well, the Lions-Paw team known for being good all-rounders. Arkinsall throwing that big right hand again. We saw him try that early in the contest.
See, now he's looking to reap behind the leg. Again, pressing forward, a lot of pressure, good head position. But he just, once he dropped down to try and secure the grip, he never tried to really progress that position. He never tried to change the angle or change the level again or pull his man and move him around. And, you know, he just stayed stagnant up against the cage. Here we go, he's in on the single now. And here he's got a lot of options.
Jump guard there, though, from Callum Mullen.
Yeah, perhaps he's going to spin for the arm. Foot's going to push off the cage here. And
Arkinsall needs to be very careful here, Josh.
Well, he hasn't seen it yet.
Bit of rubber guard coming up, perhaps.
Trying to drive his way deeper.
Mullen obviously allowed to use his foot to push off the cage. Can't hook his toes through it. The referee's going to be keeping a very close eye on that one, but still a precarious position here.
Yeah, that left arm of Arkinstall is in a lot of danger if that foot can find its way over the head.
Couple of options here. Triangle armbar, there it is. Can he get it straightened out? Got to use the hips as a fulcrum and straighten that arm out. This looks very close, Josh. This could be all over.
I think he's managed to cinch it up. It was looking a little bit loose. Crossing your feet isn't always the best option. It actually takes some of the pressure away. And that just, I think, allowed Arkinstall to loosen it a little bit, but it still looks as though it's in a good
little
position
grimace
here.
Perhaps on the face of Arkinsall as he looks to pull that arm out. It looks like he might do it here, Josh. Very precarious situation. And the referee has called it. I don't believe we saw a tap there, Josh, but the referee had obviously seen the elbow hyperextend.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision. These guys are amateurs. They are just starting their careers. No reason to take too many risks. And, you know, it was a good armbar, using the cage in a fantastic manner to set it up. I mean, you could see it coming, but obviously Arkinsall couldn't. And, you know, he had to work a little bit for the finish, went belly down, and the amount of pressure that generates, way too much for Arkinstall.
Now, the Arkinsall arm did look quite jacked there. It was quite red. Good decision by the referee to call a halt to that one, and a great win for Callum Mullen.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, at a time of 1 minute, 56 seconds of the second round, your winner by armbar in the blue corner, Callum Mullen. And let's hear it for the opponent. Let's hear it for Cole Arkinsall.